Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. There is a fight in between Raila Odinga and members of parliament. Raila is insisting and saying this CDF is unconstitutional. But the members of parliament are now coming up with a narrative that anyone who is going against the CDF, he is automatically against the people of the Republic of Kenya. The question is Raila Odinga going to win this battle? Robert Alai is saying this. Baba is making himself very unpopular here. But Uhuru Kenyatta has told Baba that he must drive this narrative to be popular with the Kenyans and leave Ruto. This is a road which won't make Baba popular with the masses. Nobody trusts any president. CDF must stay with MPs. That is what Robert Alai is saying. But on the other side of Raila Odinga, Raila is saying this.
The national government have to do in the counties. In counties, we have counties which have got executive powers to implement. Let the national government let go of resources to the counties as provided for the constitution. Roads also, it's devolved. You don't need Kura and Kera. Have only Kenha for the national government, dealing with international highways, national trunk roads, and feeder roads, and leave all the other roads in the regions to counties and send the money down there. Why should you be building markets for counties? Let counties build a market themselves. How about affordable housing? Let counties build affordable housing. Then you will not be talking about 15%. You will be talking about 35 to 40% devolved funds. Then you can blame the governors if they're not working.
In the country should not be about whether CDF should exist or not. It should be whether we are going to add more resources into NGCDF.
But the question is, as Robert Alai, who is a close ally of Raila Odinga, is saying that Raila Odinga is busy making himself unpopular. And in fact, Raila, as you speak, he is in a political ICU. Remember, he has joined William Ruto's unpopular government. He went there to rescue William Ruto from the anger of the people. So for him, he is in the broad-based government. On the same note, he is criticizing the government, which it is right, yes. He must come out to say the truth. But the question is he going to survive from this fight with MPs when it comes to this CDF? As if the statement of Robert Alai is not enough today. Robert Alai has added saying this. He has said this. I want to read what he has said. CDF can't be removed from MPs. Allowing MPs to oversee CDF projects is what brings some sense of equality to Kenyans. Anyone luring Baba to fight CDF is luring Baba Raila Odinga to get to the bad side of the people of Kenya. This is a war which will make Baba hated by the people. Ladies and gentlemen, before you continue, as you always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch, please consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that like. When you look at the argument of Robert Alai and see the argument of Raila, Raila is claiming that this CDF of members of parliament is eventually undermining the devolution. And remember, this road maintenance levy fund is also a problem. Raila, according to him, he wants this CDF to be delegated directly to the county government, and this road maintenance levy to be directed to the county government. And so, we don't need kura, And for him, he wants the county government to manage all these things. And even he is continuing to accuse William Ruto that he is busy fighting for the housing program, yet this can also be directed to the county government. On the same note, William Ruto is busy talking about the building markets from one county to the other, which these markets should be delegated to the county government. You as Kenyans, what are your opinions? Is Robert Alai right by saying that by Raila Odinga fighting the CDF, this is going to make him to be hated by the people? Because these members of parliament, they're coming up with the narrative that anyone who is going to be against the CDF, he is against the people. And so Raila Odinga is against the CDF, which means, according to these members of parliament, he is against the people. And Robert Alai is saying the fight that Raila Odinga has ventured into is a fight which is going to lose, because the narrative will come up that Raila Odinga is against the people. But remember, as we speak, Raila Odinga amekuwa na supporters wake. Wakati alienda kuungana na William Samoei Ruto, majority of his supporters felt like this man is betraying us. Just imagine now members of parliament, elected ones, are now coming up with a narrative that Raila Odinga is against you. And by being against you, he wants to remove the CDF. And the CDF, hii ndio imefanya tuwalipie school fees watoto wenyu, imefanya tuwajengee mashule, imefanya tulipie mabarabara kadhaa. Na watakuja kusema hii governance yenye Raila Odinga ana defend, zile pesa wanapewa tudogo wamefanyia nayo nini? So the fight that is going to arise in between Raila and these members of parliament is going to be so hectic. So on the side of Robert Alai is saying this war is going to make and prove Raila Odinga to be unpopular. Do you agree with Robert Alai, or you disagree with Raila Odinga? Because there's something here we must look at. What is the benefit of CDF? And what is the benefit of the devolution? Is CDF part of devolution? Because for me, there is some percentage that CDF has done. There is part of percentage that CDF imefanya, which I cannot lie. Kama nitakuja hapa disregard the CDF 100% ati ni mbaya, I will be lying. But the truth, CDF at least imejaribu kutry their best. These monies that Raila Odinga is pushing to go to the counties, what about the little one yenye hao magovernors wamepata? Wamefanyia nayo nini? Hiyo ndio swali tujiulize. Na hii pesa CDF yenye MPs wamepata, hata kama wanakula, ni percentage gani wametumia, wamefanya Wakenya wa benefit? That is the question we should ask ourselves. And what is the disadvantage of us getting rid of CDF and mounting all monies to the county government? And as we speak, you understand the corruption that is in county governments also. How are we going to cope up with? So as I finalize this big video, I want to ask a simple question. Should we have CDF? Or should we get rid of CDF and let these all monies be directed to the county governments? And what about the county governments that are corrupt? That even the monies wamepewa ile kidogo hawajafanyia nayo kitu, wamekula. What about if the money is going to be directly massively to the county government? We want to protect the devolution, yes. What are the repercussions of removing CDF? Sawa? And what is the disadvantage of Raila Odinga now speaking about this CDF should be removed? Is he going to win, or members of parliament? Or are the members of parliament going to lose and Raila Odinga gaining? What do you think, Kenyans? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Till we meet in another video.